Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Judges 6 to 11, Proverbs 31, Proverbs 4, and Psalm 128. Let's get started. And the people of Israel did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord gave them into the hand of Midian 7 years. And the hand of Midian overpowered them, Israel. And because of Midian, the people of Israel made for themselves the dens that are in the mountains, and the caves and the strongholds. For whenever the Israelites planted crops, the Midianites and the Amalekites and the people of the east would come up against them. And they would encamp against them and devour the produce of the land, as far as Gaza, and leave no sustenance in Israel, and no sheep or ox or donkey. And they would come out with their livestock and their tent. They would come like locusts in number. Both they and their camels could not be counted, so that they lay waste and left as they came. And Israel was very low because of me. And the people of Israel cried out for help again to the Lord. And the people of Israel cried out to the Lord on account of the Midianites. And the Lord sent a prophet to the people of Israel, and he said to them, "Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, I led you out from Egypt and brought you out of the house of slavery. And I delivered you from the hand of the Egyptians and from all the hand of all who oppressed you and drove them out before you, and gave you the land. And I said to you, I am the Lord your God. You shall not fear the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. And you have not obeyed my voice." And the angel of the Lord then came and sat under the terebinth at Ophrah, which belonged to Joash the Abizar, while his son Gideon was beating out wheat in the winepress to hide it from the Midianites. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him and said to him, "The Lord is with you, O mighty man of valor." Then Gideon said to him, "Please, my Lord, if the Lord is with us, why then has all this happened to us? And where are all his wonderful deeds that our fathers proclaimed to us, saying, Did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? And now the Lord has forsaken us and given us into the hand of Israel and Midian." And the Lord answered and said, "Go in the midst of yours and save Israel from the hand of Midian. Do I not send you?" And he said, "Please, Lord, how can I save Israel? I help my clan to the weakest and master, and I am the least of my father's house." And the Lord said to him, "But I'll be with you, and you shall strike the Midianites as one." And he said to him, "Now I have found favor in your eyes. You are showing me sign that it is you who speak with me. Please do not depart from here until I come to you and bring out my presence and sit before you." And he said, "I'll stay until you return." So Gideon went into the house and prepared a young goat, 11 cakes, and an ephah of flour. And the meat he put in a basket, and the broth he put in a pot, and brought them to him from under the terebinth and presented them. And the angel of the Lord said to him, "Take the meat and the 11 cakes and put them on his roll, and pour the broth in them." And he said, and the angel of the Lord reached out with his tail for his staff out from his hand and touched the meat and the 11 cakes. And the fire sprang out from the rock and consumed the meat and the unleavened cakes. And the angel of the Lord vanished from his sight. And then Gideon perceived that he was the angel of the Lord. And Gideon said, "Alas, O Lord God, for now I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face." The Lord said to him, "Peace be to you. Do not fear, you shall not die." And Gideon built an altar to the Lord and called it "The Lord's Peace." To this day it still stands at Ophrah, which belongs to the Abizarites. Now the Lord said to him, "Make your father's bull, and the second bull 7 years old, and pull down the altar of Baal that your father has, and cut down the Asherah that is beside him, and build an altar to the Lord your God on the top of the stronghold here, with the stones laid in due order. Then take the second bull and offer it as a burnt offering with the wood on the top of the Asherah you shall cut down. So Gideon took 10 men of his servants and did as the Lord told him, but he was too afraid of his family and the men of the town to do it by day. He did it by night. And the men of the town rose early in the morning. The altar of Baal was broken down, and the Asherah beside it was cut down. And the second bull was offered on the altar that had been built. And he said to one of them, "Who has done this thing?" And after they searched and inquired, he said, "Gideon's son Joash has done this thing." And the men of the town said to Joash, "Bring out your son, that he may die, for he has broken down the altar of Baal, and cut down the Asherah beside it." And Joash said to all the who stood against him, Very content for battle, always save him. Whoever contends for him shall be put to death by morning. If he is a god, let him contend for himself, because his altar has been broken down. Therefore on that day Gideon was called Jerubbaal, that is to say, that Baal contended against him, because he broke down his altar. And all the Midianites and the Amalekites and the people of the east came together, and they crossed the Jordan and camped in the valley of Jezreel. As the Spirit of the Lord led Gideon, and he sounded the trumpet, and the Abiezrite, who called out to follow him. And he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, and they too were called out to follow him. And he sent messengers to Asher, Zebulun, and Naphtali, and they went to meet them. And Gideon said to God, if you will say Israel by my hand, as you said, behold, I am laying a fleece of wool on the threshing floor. If there is dew on the fleece alone, and it is dry on all the ground, then I shall know that you will save Israel by my hand, as you have said. And it was so. When he rose early the next morning and squeezed the fleece, he wrung enough dew from the fleece to fill a bowl with water. And Gideon said to God, let not your anger burn against me. Let me see just once more. Please let me test just once more with the fleece. Please let it be dry on the fleece only, and on all the ground let it there be dew. And God did so that it was dry on the fleece only, and on all the ground there was dew. And Jerubbaal and all the people who were with him rose early and encamped beside the spring of Harod. And the camp of Midian was northern by the hill of Morin in the valley. The Lord said to Gideon, the people with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hand, lest Israel boast over me, saying, my own hand has saved me. Now therefore proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whoever is fearful and trembling, let him return home and hurry away from England. And 22,000 of the people returned, and 10,000 remained. And the Lord said to Gideon, the people are still too many. Take them down to the water, and I'll test them for you there. And you know whom I say to you, this one shall go with you, and you know whom I say to you, this one shall not go with you. You shall not go. So he brought the people down to the water. And the Lord said to Gideon, everyone who laps the water with his tongue as a dog does, he shall set by himself. And likewise, anyone who kneels down to drink. And the number of people of those who lapped, putting their hands to their mouths, it was 300 men. The rest of the people knelt down to drink water. And the Lord said to Gideon, with 300 men who lapped, I will save you and give the Midianites into your hand. And let all the others go every man to his home. And so the people took provisions in their hand and their trumpets, and he sent all the rest of Israel, every man to his tent. He retained the 300 men, and the camp of Midian was below him in the valley. And the same night the Lord said, arise, go down against the camp, for I have given it into your hand. But if you are afraid to go down, you return to the camp with pure yourself, and you shall hear what they say. And after your hand shall be strengthened to go down against the camp. And he went down with Purah his servant to the outposts of the young men who were in the camp. And the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the people of the east lay along the vine like locusts in abundance. And their camels were without number, as the sand that is on the seashore in abundance. When Gideon came, behold, a man was telling a dream to the comrade, and he said, behold, I dreamed a dream. And behold, a cake of barley bread tumbled into the camp of Midian, and it came to his hand and struck, so that it fell. And turned it upside down, so that the tent lay flat. The comrade answered, this is no other word than the sword of Gideon and the son of Josh, and a man of Israel. God has given into his hand Midian and all the camp. And as soon as Gideon heard the telling of the dream and its interpretation, he worshipped, and he returned to the camp. And Israel answered, rise, for the Lord has given the measure of Midian into the other hand. And he divided 300 men into 3 companies, and put trumpets into the hands of all of them, and empty jars with the torches inside the jars. And then he said to them, look at me and do likewise. I and all who are with me, then blow the trumpets, and I shall on every side of all the camp, and shout, the Lord and will give you. So Gideon and the 100 men who were with him came to the outskirts of the camp at the beginning and of the meal watch, when they adjusted the watch, and they blew the trumpets and smashed the jars, and they smashed the jars that were in their hands. And the 3 companies blew the trumpets and broke the jars. They held in their left hands the torches, and in their right hands the trumpets to blow. And they cried out, a sword for the Lord and for Gideon. Every man in his place around the camp. and all the army ran. They cried out and fled, and they blew the 300 trumpets. They lost everything, so they used combat and against all the army, and the army fled as far as Beth Sheol towards Zerah, as far as the border of Abel Mahol by Tabith. And the men of Israel called out from Naphtali and from Asher and from all Manasseh, and they pursued after me. Gideon sent messengers throughout all the territory, kill country of Ephraim, saying, "Come down against the Midianites and capture the waters against them, as far as Beth Barah." So all the men of Ephraim were called up, and then they captured the waters as far as Beth Barah, and noted the Jun. And they captured the three princes of Midian, Oreb and Zeb. They killed Oreb at the rock of Oreb, and Zeb they killed at the wine press of Zeb. And they pursued me, and had brought the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon and across the Jordan. And the men of Ephraim said to him, What is this that you have done to us, not to call us when you went to fight against me? They answered him fiercely, and they accused him fiercely. And he said to them, What have I done now in comparison that with you? Is not the gleaning of your grapes better than the grapes harvest of Abiezer? God, and it's given into your hands the princes of Midian, Oreb and Zeb. What have I been able to do in comparison with you? And their anger against him subsided when he said this. And Gideon came into the land to the Jordan and crossed over. He and his 300 men who were with him, his horses yet pursued. So he said to the men of Sackle, These kids lizard led to the people of God, when they exhausted and are pursuing after Zeb and Zalmunna, the kings of Midian. And the officials of Sackle said, Are you the hands of Gideon? And the hands of Gideon. The hands of Gideon said, the hands of Zeb and Zalmunna already in your hand, that we should give bread to your arm. So Gideon said, Well then, when the Lord has given Zeb and Zalmunna into my hand, I'll flavor your flesh with thorns of the world and with beasts. And from there he went up to Penuel, and he looked at them in the same way. And the men of Penuel answered him as the men of Sackle answered. He said to me and Penuel, and I will come again in peace. I'll break down the straw. Then Zeb and Zalmunna were in Karkor with their army about 15,000 men, and who were left of all the army of the people of these. And from there 1,020,000 men ran over and jogged Bahel and attacked the army, and for the army felt secure. And Zeb and Zalmunna fled and they pursued them. And captured the two kings of Midian, Zeb and Zalmunna, and they pursued them all the way into a panic. And Gideon the son of Joash returned from the battle by the asses of Harris, and he captured a young woman of Succoth and questioned him. And he raised up for him the hands of Zeb and Zalmunna were already in your hand, and that we should give bread to men who are exhausted. And he took the elders of the city, and he took thorns of the wilderness and briars, and told them that, and with them told them out of Succoth the lesson. And he broke down the tower of Penuel and killed the men of the city. And he said to Zeb and Zalmunna, Where are the men whom we killed at Tabor? And he said, As you was, so were they. Every one of them resembled the son of the king, and had saved them. And he said, These were my brothers. Every one of them resembled the son of the king. And he said, They were my brothers, the sons of my mother. As the Lord lives, if you have saved them alive, I will not kill you. So he said to Jephthah's best one, Rise and still rise and kill them. But the young man did rejoice so. He was afraid because he was still young. And Zeb and Zalmunna said, Rise yourself and fall upon us, for the man is so his strength. And Gideon arose and killed Zeb and Zalmunna, and for he took precedent on the head of the camels. And the men of Israel said to Gideon, We're all at rest, you and your son and your castle. He stayed from the hand of Midian. Gideon said to them, I will not set up war over you, and my son will not rule over you. And the Lord will give rule over you. And Gideon said to him, Let me make a request of you. Every time you give me the current earrings from the spoil, they golden earrings because every student and every man threw in the carriages earrings of the spoil. And the weight of the golden earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels of gold, beside the crescent ornaments and the pendants and the purple garments worn by the kings of Midian, and besides the cars that were around next to their accounts. And the Gideon made an effort of it and put it in a city in Alpha. And all that Israel hold after that, and he became a statue to snatch Gideon and his family. So Midian was subdued before the people of Israel, and raised their heads no more, and the land had rest 40 years in the land in the days of Gideon. Jerubbaal, son of Josh, went and lived in his own house. Now Gideon had 7 sons, his own offspring, for he had many wives. And his concubine, who was in Shechem, was born son, and he called his name Abimelech. And Gideon, the son of Josh, died at a young age, good old age, and was buried in the tomb of Joash his father, offerer of the Abiezrite. As soon as Gideon died, the people of Israel turned out again and whored after the law, after the Baals, and made Baal Berith their god. And the people of Israel did not remember the Lord their God, who had delivered them from the hand of their enemies on every side. He did not show steadfast love to their family of Jerubbaal, in return for all the gold that he had done to Israel. Now Abimelech the son of Jerubbaal went to Shechem, to his mother's relatives, and said to him, to the whole clan of his mother's family, saying, these are all the leaders of Shechem. When she was buried, that all 70 of the Jerubbaal's sons were worthy, or that one were worthy. Remember also that I may burn in your flesh. And his mother rose and spoke all these words on his behalf, and that and he said all the leaders of Shechem. And they gave him 70 pieces of silver, and out of the house of Baal-Berith, and Abimelech cried restless and reckless and followed him. And then he went to his father's house at Ophrah, and killed his youngest brother, the son of Jerubbaal, and 17 men on the one side. On one side, and Jotham, the youngest son of Jerubbaal, was lawfully hid himself. And all the leaders of Shechem came and Beth-Millah, and they went and made Abimelech king, and king of 12 sons. Kill at Shechem. And it was told to Joshua, who went out on top of Mount Gerizim and cried over the land and said to him, and listen to me, leaders of Shechem, that God may listen to you. Choose what went out to anoint a king over them, and they said to the altar, read over us, but they also choose. Shall I leave my abundance by which God sent men out on and not behold sway of the trees? And Josh said to the fig tree, you come and reign over us, but the fig tree said to him, and I lay my unanswered, my sweetness and my good fruit, and could go whole sway of the trees. And the tree said to the vine, you come and reign over it. But the vine said to him, shall I leave my wine that tree is good and go hold sway over the trees? And all the trees said to the bramble, you come and reign over it. And the bramble said to the trees, if in good faith you are anointed me king over you, then come and take refuge in my shade. If not, let fire come out of your bramble and devour the cells of the vine. Now therefore, if you acted in good faith and integrity when you made Abimelech king, and if you have dealt well and with Jerubbaal and his house, and have done to him as you did from the hands of me, and you have risen up against my father's house this day, and your sons, and you have been 70 men on one side, and I have made Abimelech son of his fiancé king over the leaders of Succoth and Shechem, and because he is your relative, if you then have acted in good faith and integrity, and Jerubbaal and his house this day, and rejoice in Abimelech, and I so pity, if not let fire from your leaders, and Shechem and Beth-Millah, and be devour Abimelech. And Jotham ran away and fled and went to Beer and lived there, because Abimelech is rough. Abimelech ruled over Israel 3 years, and God sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the leaders of Shechem. And the leaders of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech, and the violence done to the 70 women of Jerusalem. 70 sons of Jerubbaal might come, and their blood might be laid on Abimelech their brother who killed them. And the name of Shechem who strengthened his hands to those brothers. And the leaders of Shechem put men and against him on the mountain top, and they robbed all who passed and by them along the way. They were told to them, and Gaza the son of Ebed moved into Shechem, and with his relatives, and the leaders of Shechem would put confidence in him. And these ran out into the field and gathered the grapes from their harvest vineyards and took with them and held a festival. And they went into the house of their God and ate and drank and revolted Abimelech. And Gal the son of Ebed said, "Who's Abimelech? Who are we of Shechem? That we should serve him. He's not the son of Jerubbaal. And who are we of Shechem? That we should raise him. 7. And is he not the son of Jerubbaal? And his name Zabul his officer. Serve the men have more the fathers and father Shechem. But why should I serve him? When the people are under my command, under my hand, and I would remove Abimelech. I will say to Abimelech, increase your army and cut out. And Zabul the ruler of the sea heard the words of Gal the son of Ebed, his Anglican and decrees, and he sent messengers to Abimelech secretly, saying, Behold, Gal the son of Ebed and his relatives have come to Shechem, and they are stirring up the city against you. Now therefore go by night, you and the people who are with you, and set an ambush in the field. Then in the morning, as soon as the sun is out, rise early and rush upon the city. When he and the people who are with him come out against you, you may do to them as your hand finds to do. So Abimelech and all the men who were with him rose up by night and set ambush against Shechem and all full company. And Gal the son of Ebed went out and stood in the entrance of the gate of the city. And then Abimelech and the people who were with him rose from the ambush. And when Gal saw the people, he said to Zabul, Look, people are coming down from the mountain. And Zabul said, You mistake the shadow of the mountain for men. Gal spoke again and said, Look, people are coming down from the center of the mountain. One company is coming from the direction of the divided area. And Zabul said to him, Raise your mouth now, you who said, Who is Abimelech, that we should serve him? And all these are the people whom you despise. Go out now and fight with him. And Goel went out with the head of the leaders of Shechem and fought with Abimelech. And Abimelech chased him, and he fled before. And the men fell wounded up to the entrance of the gate. And Abimelech lived at Arumah, and Zabul drove out Gal and his relatives, so that they could not dwell at Shechem. And on the following day the people went out into the field, and Abimelech was told. He took his people and divided them into 3 companies, and set an ambush in the field. And he looked and saw the people coming out of the sea, and he rode against them and killed them. Abimelech and the company that was with him rushed forward and stood at the entrance of the gate of the sea, while the 2 companies rushed upon all who were in the field and killed them. And Abimelech fought against the sea all that day. He captured the sea and killed the people who were in it. And he raised the sea and showed it aside with all the leaders of the town of Shechem. They entered the stronghold of the house of Elbar. Then Abimelech went up to Mount Salem, he and all the people who were with him. And Abimelech took an axe in his hand and cut down a bundle of brushwood and took it up and laid it on his shoulder. And he said to the men who were with him, Whatever you see me do, hurry and do as I have done. So every one of the people cut down his bundle and following Abimelech put it against the stronghold. And he set the stronghold on fire, so that all the people of the tower of Shechem as they died. And had 1,000 men and women. And when Abimelech went to Thebez and encamped at Thebez and he captured it. There was a strong tower within the city, and all the men and women and all the leaders of the city fled to it and shut themselves in. And they went up to the roof of the town. And Abimelech came to the town and fought against them, drew near to the door of the town to crush it, burned it with fire. And the servant woman threw an apple millstone on Abimelech's head and crushed his skull. And he called quickly to the young man who was armor bearer and said, Draw a sword and kill me, lest they say of me, a woman killed him. And his young man thrust him through, and he died. And the words of this also that Abimelech was dead. They went hard to his hand. And thus God returned the evil of Abimelech, which he committed against his father in killing his 70 brothers. When God made all the evil of the men of Shechem returned on their heads, and Gungun came to curse Jotham the son of Jerubbaal. And after Abimelech there arose to save Israel Tola the son of Pua, son of Dodek, a man of Isaac, and he lived at Shemir in the hill country of Ephraim. And he judged Israel 23 years. Then he died and was buried at Shemir. And after him rose Jair the Gileadite, who judged Israel 22 years. And he had 30 sons who rose on 30 donkeys, and they had 30 cities called Havoth Jair to this day, which are in the land of Gilead. And Jair died and was buried in Camelon. And the people of Israel again did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, and served the Baals and Ashtaroth, the gods of Syria, the gods of C.Jun, the gods of Moab, the gods of the Ammonites, the gods of the Philistines. And they forsook the Lord and did not serve him. So the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of the Philistines and into the hand of the Ammonites. And they crushed and oppressed the people of Israel that year. For 18 years they oppressed all the people of Israel who were beyond the Jordan and the land of the Amorites, which is in Gilead. And the Ammonites crossed the Jordan to fight against Judah, and against Benjamin, and against the house of Ephraim, so that Israel was severely distressed. And the people of Israel cried out to the Lord, "We have sinned against you, because we have forsaken our God and served the Baal." And the Lord said to the people of Israel, "Did I not save you from the hand of the Egyptians, and from the Amorites, from the Ammonites, and from the Philistines? And the Syrians and the Amalekites and the Maonites oppressed you, and you cried out to me, and I saved you out of their hand. Yet you have forsaken me and served other gods. Therefore I will save you no more. Go and cry out to the gods whom you have chosen. Let them save you in the time of your distress." And the people of Israel said to the Lord, "We have sinned. Do to us whatever seems good to you, and only please deliver us this day." And they put away the foreign gods from them and served their Lord. And he became impatient over the misery of Israel. And the Ammonites were called to arms, and they encamped in Gilead. And the people of Israel came together, and they encamped over Mizpah. And the people, the leaders of Gilead, said to one to another, "Who is the man who will begin to fight against the Ammonites? He shall be head over all the inhabitants of Gilead." Now Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty warrior, but he was the son of a prostitute. Gilead was the father of Jephthah, and Gilead's wife was a growing son. And when his sons grew up, they drove Jephthah out and said to him, "You shall not have an inheritance in our father's house, for you are the son of another woman." Then Jephthah fled from his father's house and lived in the land of Tob. And one of his fellows collected around Jephthah and went out with him. After a time, Ammonites made war against Israel. And the Ammonites made war against Israel. The elders of Gilead went to bring Jephthah from the land of Tob, and they said to Jephthah, "Come and be our leader, and we may fight against the Ammonites." But Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "Did you not hate me and drive me out of my father's house? Why have you come to me now when you are in distress?" And the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "That is why we have turned to you now, that you may go with us and fight against the Ammonites, and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead." Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "If you bring me home again to fight against the Ammonites, and the Lord gives them over to me, I'll be your head." And the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "The Lord will be witness between us if we do not do as you say." So Jephthah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and leader over them. And Jephthah spoke all the words of the Lord before the Lord in Mizpah. And Jephthah sent messengers to the king of the Ammonites and said, "What do you have against me, that you have come to fight against me?" And the king of the Ammonites answered the messengers of Jephthah, "Because Israel on coming out from Egypt took away my land from the Arnon to the Jabal and to the Jordan, and I will therefore restore it peaceably." And Jephthah again sent messengers to the king of the Ammonites and said, "Thus says Jephthah, Israel did not take away the land of Moab or the land of the Ammonites, but when they came off from Egypt, Israel went through the wilderness to the Red Sea and came to Kadesh. Israel then sent messengers to the king of Edom, saying, 'Please let us pass through the land.' But the king of Edom would not listen. And they sent messengers to the king of Moab, but he would not consent. So Israel remained at Kadesh. And then they journeyed through the wilderness and went around the land of Edom into the land of Moab, and arrived on the east side of the land of Moab and camped on the other side of the Arnon. And they did not enter the territory of Moab, for the Arnon was the boundary of Moab. Israel then sent messengers to Sihon, king of the Amorites, king of Heshbon. And Israel said to him, "Please let us pass through your land to our country." And Sihon did not trust Israel to pass through the territory. So Sihon gathered all the people together and encamped at Jahaz and fought with Israel. And the Lord, the God of Israel, gave Sihon and all his people into the hand of Israel, and they defeated them. So Israel took possession of the land of the Amorites, who inhabited their country, and they took possession of the territory of the Amorites from the Arnon to the Jabal and all the wilderness of the Jordan. So then the Lord, the God of Israel, dispossessed the Amorites from before his people Israel. And are you to take possession of them? Will you not possess what Moshe your God gives you to possess? And all that the Lord our God has dispossessed before us, we will possess. And now are you any better than Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab? Do Did you ever contend against Israel, or did you ever go to war with them? Well, Israel lived in Heshbon and its villages, and Rowan and its villages, and all the seas down the banks of the land 300 years. Why did you not deliver them within that time? I therefore have not sinned against you. And you do me wrong by making war on me. The Lord the judge decide this day between the people of Israel and the people of Ammon. So the king of the Ammonites did not listen to the words of Jephthah he sent to him. And the spirit of the Lord was upon Jephthah, and cast him Gilead and Manasseh, and passed on to Mizpah of Gilead. And from Mizpah of Gilead he passed on to the Ammonites. And Jephthah made a vow to the Lord and said, if you will give the Ammonites into my hand, then whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me when I return in peace from the Ammonites shall be the Lord, and I will offer a burnt offering. So Jephthah crossed over to the Ammonites to fight against them. And the Lord gave them into his hand, and he struck them from Aroer to the neighborhood of Minnith, 20 cities, and as far as Abel Keramim, with a great blow. So the Ammonites were subdued before the people of Israel. And Jephthah came to his home at Mizpah, and behold, his daughter came out to meet him with tambourines and with dances. She was his only child, besides that he had neither son nor daughter. And as he saw her, he tore his clothes and said, alas, my daughter, you have brought me very low, and you have become the cause of great trouble to me. For I have opened my mouth to the Lord, and I cannot take back my vow. And she said, my father, you have opened your mouth to the Lord. Do to me according to what has gone out of your mouth. Now that the Lord has avenged you on your enemies, on the Ammonites. So she said to her father, let this thing be done for me. Leave me alone 2 months, that I may go up and down on the mountains and weep for my virginity. I and my companions. There he said, go. Then he sent her away for 2 months, and she and her companions, and wept for her virginity on the mountain. And at the end of 2 months she returned to her father, who did with her according to all his vow that he made. She had never known a man, and it became a custom in Israel that the daughters of Israel went year by year to Lament, the daughter of Jephthah the Gileadite, 4 days in the year. Proverbs 4. Hear, sons, of God's instruction, be attentive that you may gain insight, for I give you good precepts. Do not forsake my teaching. And I was the son of my father, tender, the only one inside my mother. He told me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments, and get wisdom, get insight. Do not forget, and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not forsake it, and she will give you love, and she will guide you. The beginning of wisdom is to get wisdom, and whatever you get insight. Rise up highly, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will place on your head a graceful garland, and she will bestow on you a beautiful crown. Hear, my son, and accept my words, that the years of your life may be many. I have taught you the way of wisdom. I have led you in the path of uprightness. When you walk, your step will not be crooked, and if you run, you will not stumble. You follow the instructions. Do not let it go. Guard up the shoes of your life. Do not enter the path of the wicked, and do not walk in the way of you. Avoid it. Do not go on it. Turn away from their fasting, for they cannot sleep unless they have done well. They are robbed of sleep unless they have made silent stumble. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the righteous is like the light of dawn. It shines brighter and brighter until full day. Where's the wicked's life deep down, if they do not know over what they stumble? My son, be attentive to my words, and incline your ear to my sayings, and do not escape from your sight. And you keep them within your heart, for they are those who find them, and healing to all their flesh. Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. Put away from you good speech, and put devious talk far from you. Let your eyes look directly before, and your gaze be straight before you. And ponder the path of your feet, and all your ways will be sure. Do you not swerve to the right or to the left, turn your foot away from evil. Psalm 128. Blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. You shall be blessed, and it shall be well with you. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine within your house. Your children will be like olive shoots around your table. Behold, thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. May the Lord bless you from Zion. May you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. May you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel. Now this time I shall add to the Lord's Prayer. Please pray your hands, our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil one. Yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.